After several thousand miles of hard off-road and overland use, my Tundra was looking tired and worn out. And so before traveling from Washington all the way to Florida with my family, I took the truck to the IRONMAN 4x4's headquarters in Sherwood, Oregon to update and refresh the whole front end of the Tundra. Now this is just the beginning of a rebuild and refresh series. This happened before we moved from Washington to Florida, but I wanted to catch you guys up and show you how we replaced the front bumper, the winch, and a full suite of lighting with all IRONMAN 4x4 gear, and the truck is turning out amazing. Now we have awesome mods to come, but stick around and check this video out. Hey, how's it going everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a bit, we haven't been filming too much. We've been super busy adventuring, building businesses, and making major life changes. I'm at IRONMAN 4x4 headquarters. If you've been following along, we've been building out my Toyota Tundra on kind of a rebuild. You know, originally it had Dobinson suspension, a 2-inch lift, 35s, and CBI armor and whatnot, and it's just gotten kind of aged over the years, the 2 years that I've owned it, and we're doing a full rebuild, refresh to it. So it's got IRONMAN 4x4 suspension, Foam Cell Pro 3.5-inch lift kit with Nitto 37-inch tires, relation race wheels, so it's like already looking so much better, looks beautiful. But today we're gonna take off the CBI bumpers and we're gonna replace it with IRONMAN 4x4. So I know some of you are gonna ask me why I'm replacing my CBI bumper. Well, we'll go look at it closely. You'll see that the powder coat has failed on the CBI bumper. I've taken it off one time and recoated it with like black steelite coating, and that failed as well because the powder coating underneath was still having issues. So it just makes sense for me to replace it. But also, my company Outsiders Media is partnered with IRONMAN 4x4. We create a lot of content for them. We help them run advertisements and collaborate with influencers. So all the content that I take, for this YouTube channel and while we're out and about, it all applies to the things that we're doing at Outsiders Media for IRONMAN. So it just also makes sense to upgrade to their bumper, their winch, their sliders, and their lights, which all together is going to look really, really amazing. They make fantastic products. They're a really cool company. Originally out of Australia, known for their suspension and their armor. So it just is making a lot of sense for me, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I'm excited to show you guys this transformation, this refresh of the Tundra, and then of course we're gonna get out there and go on some sweet adventures with it soon. Okay, so Rich has successfully removed all of the old stuff, and this is our pile of everything that we're going to be installing, replacing all that old stuff with all this new fancy IRONMAN 4x4 equipment. Quite a few of their cube lights, the yellow lens, which I'm excited about, some of the big scope lights down here, big round ones. We're going to put those across the grill. More scope lights, and of course our bumper. What's in there? Probably the winch cradle. Oh, the winch cradle, got it. So if you look at the difference between the IRONMAN's winch cradle and my previous bumpers, they look weird, like they look way different, right? Way more complicated. And there's a reason behind that. Everything in Australia needs to meet crash safety test ratings, just like your stock vehicle does. So all the crumple zones that are in your truck have to be functional even after you put an aftermarket bumper on it. In America, that's less important, but in Australia, they want to make sure that if you slam into something, all of your crumple zones still work effectively. So everything has been crash test rated. It's far safer than just strapping a big heavy steel bumper on there and then eliminating all of those safety crumple zones that your car would normally have. When you look at that winch cradle, it's designed to also provide a lot more stability and structure for your winch so that you're not like twisting or wrenching on the frame if you winch on some off angle or something like that. It's very beefy, it's very sturdy, but then also it has these really interesting looking crumple zones that are built into the bumper to make it safe. Oh, it's pear. Sweet, okay. Goodness, this thing is girthy. Woo! That is nice. These are quality. That's really good. Look at the wrapping on there. That's gonna be sick. You can never have too much light when going off-road, and that's why I chose to install these 7-inch scope lights from IRONMAN 4x4. They are really high quality. When I first picked one up, I was shocked how heavy it was, so I have 2 combination lights and 2 spot beams. One thing that's cool about these lights is they have a backlight for daytime driving that just kind of glows a soft glow. And when you clip over this amber lens, which I thought looked really cool, and then of course when you're driving the light looks amber, which I just thought was a really cool aggressive look. I was a bit worried at first about putting such huge lights on the front of the Tundra, but I really wanted a drastic change both in the look and in the function of the truck, and so these things should really do that for me. Okay, so I want to show you guys this beam pattern on these 2 different lights. So we got both the spot and the combo light. So the spot is the one on top, I believe. So you see, like up close, it's not spread out very far, but it goes further. And then the combo light spreads out kind of right in front of the vehicle. Doesn't quite go as far, fades out a little bit sooner, but when you run both of them, of course you're going to get like complete coverage. It's going to look really good. Alright guys, first look at the Tundra with the new IRONMAN bumper, and I couldn't be happier. It looks amazing, all the lights are working. Rich, you did an incredible job, man. Now I wish I had better shots of these lights and this bumper to show you guys, but I was preoccupied. I sold my property. I had 30 acres, a 5,000 square foot home, and we sold everything and broke it all down to what we could fit in our truck and in our boat. Des and I were craving a drastic life change. We wanted to get somewhere with better weather, more opportunities for us to get out and enjoy the outdoors, and so we decided to sell everything and move to Florida. If you haven't seen the video about our epic move, be sure to check it out. It's live now. It's closing day. I've got the Ducati loaded in the bed of the truck. I'm about to hitch up the truck and see how well this Tundra is going to carry the load of the boat and all of our belongings. I mean, we have shed everything from 30-acre farm, 5,000 square foot home. We used to have a massive barn as well, full of stuff. Now, everything we own is going to be attached to this truck in some way or form, and we're going to tow it, haul it, all the way across the US. Call me crazy, and you'd be right.